Continue Peter and Jane 6a, Part 2, Our Friends. Here are Peter and Bob again. Today they have come to see if they can find some rabbits. They do find some. The rabbits cannot see the boys if they keep by the tree. There are birds in the tree. The rabbits come here every day, Bob tells Peter. If they see us, they will go, he says. The baby ones run round and round, says Peter, and the big ones keep a look out all the time. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 rabbits, says Peter. Yes, there are 4, says Bob. I can see 4. Then the big rabbit sees the boys. He tells the others and off they all go. There they go, says Peter. Yes, says Bob. Off they all go. They saw danger. The girl with Jane is Mary. She is Bob's sister. Mary lives next door to Jane, and her mother and father are Mr. and Mrs. Green. Mary and Jane are very good friends. Mary likes to play with Jane very much, and she comes into Jane's house every day. Jane can go next door into Mary's house if she wants to. Mr. and Miss Green like Jane very much, and they let her come into their house when she likes. Jane and Mary play with Jane's doll Anne. Mary likes Jane's doll, so Jane lets her play with it when she wants to. Today, Jane tells Mary about her friend Tom, who lives by the sea. She tells Mary about the day she was in the boat. Mary and Jane are going to give their dolls some tea today. Mary has her own doll, and Jane has her own doll, and the dog is there. They have some cakes which Mrs. Green gave them, and some milk which Jane's mother let them have. Bob gave his sister a bag of sweets, and Jane's brother gave some apples. Jane gives out the cakes. 1, 2, 3, 4, she says. There are 4 of us and dog. She gets off her chair to give Pat some milk. He likes it very much and looks as if he wants some more. Mary gives out the sweets, and then she sees the birds. We must find something for birds, she said. Today Jane finds Mary by her garden. Mary has her own little garden. Her father gave it to her. Every day Mary likes to go to her own garden to look at the flowers. Mary likes birds, but if she finds them on garden, she makes them fly away. Fly away, she said to the birds. I don't want you on my garden. Bob has his own little garden, and so have Peter and Jane. All 4 children like their gardens very much. Pat is with Jane, and she said to him, Don't go on there, Pat. Don't go on the garden. Pat runs after the birds as they fly away. The 2 girls want to get some flowers for their mothers. The little girl in the garden is Molly. She is Mary's sister and she is 3. She has her own toy bird and she can make it fly. Molly is going round and round to make her bird fly. Her father gave her this toy. Mary is coming with Pat, and the dog wants to run Father Molly's toy bird. Don't, Pat, says Mary. Don't run. She pulled at the door. Pat liked little Molly very much. He wants to play with her. Molly loves the dog. The little girl loves all 4 children and they all love her. Mary looked after Molly if Miss Green is not there. She has Molly's hat. She puts the hat on her sister. Keep your hat on, Molly, she said. It is a hot day again. It's wet, but now the sun is out. Peter and Jane are on the top of the big red bus. They are going down the street to the station. They are going to see their grandmother and grandfather. Father is at work today, so he is not with the children. Mother is with them. The two children love their grandmother and grandfather. Jane likes her grandmother to take her round her big garden, and Peter wants his grandfather to help him to make a boat. Grandfather is good at this. Pat is on the bus with them. He is a good dog on the bus and in the train. Grandmother and grandfather live in an old house. They are at home all the time. Grandfather is old and he does not go out to work. He likes to work in the garden and sit by the fire and read. Grandmother is old, like grandfather. She does not do very much work. She likes to walk in her garden. They have a big garden with trees and flowers. Grandmother and grandfather sit in the garden. They look at the birds as they fly about. There is a big dog in this house and he likes Pat. They are old friends. Here are mother and the children at the house. Grandmother comes out. It is good to see you, she said. Come in. Let us all have some tea. Dad wants us to give you his love, says Jane. Here are the children at their school. They all like going to their school because they like the teacher. The teacher is an old friend of theirs. She loves children. The teacher said, "Let us talk about the police." She drew a policeman. "The policeman is our friend," she said. "I will tell you about the work he does." She talks for some time. "Soon is it time to go home." "The time does fly," says Jane. Some days, Peter and Jane walk home. Today they are going by bus because it is wet. "We don't want to get wet," says Peter. "We will see grandmother and grandfather today," says Jane. "They are coming for tea." "Good," says Peter. "Grandfather will have my boat with him. I want it very much." Pam has come to Jane's home today. Mary and Molly from next door are there. Pam has been to tea before with Jane, and so have Mary and Molly. Pam says, "Mom wants to ask our teacher to tea because Mom wants to see her. Will you all come?" Yes, it's really fun, says Mary. Molly and I have not been to the farm before. I want to come, says Peter. I have been to the farm before and I like it very much. The four girls sit down to eat. Jane says, the two boys had their tea before us because they want to play with their boat. Our grandfather gave a boat to Peter, and the boys have been down at the water all day. Peter and Jane talked before they go to bed. They play with the cat. The dog looks on. Peter said, I read at school today that a horse is a man's best friend. I like horses, but my best friend is Bob Green. My best friends are Mary and Molly and Pam, says Jane. I like cats and dogs, and I like the horses we saw at the farm. Our teacher is a good friend because she helped us, says Peter. Yes, says Jane, and so does old Tom down by the sea. She has been a good friend to us. The brother and sister talk about the other friends. All our friends help us, and we help them, says Peter. It is good to help our friends.